Hayward to Morris from long range. His first effort off the mark. Green trying to cash in. Jumper's good. Ball's controlled by Boston. To Hayward. Fires the three. That one also no good. Iguodala to bring it up. They lead it 4-point game. And the finish. Slam dunk. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Oh, they call the foul, Jay.
A simple touch foul.
And he connects on the first free throw. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. It goes down.
That's a good run right here to end the first quarter to open up that lead. If you're the coach of this team, you have to like the effort your guys are giving.
Now Brad Stevens calls a timeout. His guys have come out flat. Slow start in this first quarter.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Count it.
That's what they need to do more of. Attack that basket. Hit them where it hurts.
Warriors basketball. Livingston. Deep left corner. Thompson. That's off the side of the rim. No good.
Hey, lock up, lock up.
Full throttle. Right to the basket for the deuce.
Contact on the drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul. Gets off the three. At the buzzer. Final shot from half court. Off the mark. And that does it. First quarter is in the books of this one. So second quarter set to start. This is what we like. This game is certainly in the balance.
Yeah, both teams have came out. They've played with great energy, and they've also done an excellent job of establishing their own tempo. They have to make sure they have to push through that and do more of that in the second quarter.
Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Klay Thompson with the basketball. To Green. Oh, emphatic slam. Whoa, that was like an express train. No local stops.
It's like you walking into the tunnel getting ready before this game. I saw you. You were locked in. You had the force blinders on. You were myopic. Nobody was stopping you. You were focused.
Jay, there's a level we have to reach. Game in and game out. Gamers know what it's about. Iguodala to bring it up. Leads 4. Thompson. Stuffs it down with authority.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. To Horford. Great look and vision. Hayward gets it to go. Coach cannot be happy with that closeout. He went down 5 minutes into his Celtics career. So how much of an evaluation period should Gordon Hayward get coming off a tough injury?
Well, with a potential franchise player, you always rather be safe than be sorry. And he needs to pay attention to his body more so than anybody. From a player who personally had a dislocation of the ankle, which is a bone bruise when I was trying to come back and play, that could take a couple of years to heal fully. So Gordon Hayward's ability to make sure that he feels that he trusts his body is the most important thing.
Thompson, now that's a contest.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To Cousins. Can't connect. Shot was forced.
See, when good shooters catch, they just shoot.
Rozier rocking the rim.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
We get a whistle and a timeout by Golden State as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Durant. Knocks down a tough shot. That was smothering defense.
And when he gets going, he is automatic from that position on the floor.
And they'll take that any day of the week. Shot from the lane won't go. Green to Thompson. Has a look. And he hits. Celtics have it. Irving gets it in the right corner. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
Gets to the basket and scores.
You see, Ed, skill levels at this game are at an all-time high. Inside-out threats are tough. You got to make it hard for him to actually catch the ball in those higher percentage areas.
Tatum. And the rebound taken by Golden State. Green, knocked loose. Green. To Curry. Lets it fly from long range, and Stephen Curry. We say it time and time again. Not much the defense could have done there.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that three despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
See if you're working on your game.
KD with the rock. Finishing inside the paint on that one. How do you neutralize a threat like Kevin Durant?
Well, that weak side defender constantly has to shade Kevin Durant. And that primary defender, you have to funnel KD into help every single possession, contest shots, and hope that you can deter his vision and that he misses.
That's blocked by Durant.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
To Cousins. Scores from the post.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Can't do that.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Number 7, Jaylen Brown.
Hayward. Irving. Too easy. Defense has to communicate.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
To Green. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Knocks down the first. And gets both to drop at the line. Irving brings the ball up court. Hayward with a shot, no good. Straight on 3. At the buzzer. That's it for the first half. The Warriors with a commanding lead.
The Warriors are feeling comfortable at the halfway mark. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk. Thanks for joining us for the half.
First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Kyrie with the rock. To Hayward. Screen coming. The drive right to the basket. Turned away by Cousins.
And it's not just about blocking shots. It's about the physicality of the game. How about on all these down screens, your bigs are bumping these guys off the screen, allowing you to catch up to the play defensively. That's why you're playing so well.
Durant just not going down.
You can't fall in love with the jump shots. You have to find ways to maybe even get to the free throw line. Keep your team in the game by putting points on the board.
Irving shot off the mark. To Cousins. Inside, he scores.
Green doesn't need to score to be effective. He's a more skilled Dennis Rodman of this generation. He's an undersized student of the game who can guard positions 1 through 5, a rarity even in today's style. And let me tell you what he's going to do. He's going to disrupt your game plan and probably try to get under your skin. So stay composed and don't go for the bait.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Durant across the timeline. It's an 11-point game. Thompson to Durant. Stuffs it down with authority. He dared them to get in the way.
So many players try to get pretty with the game. They want to dance. They want to do all these tricks. Maybe a God Sham God. But sometimes you got to revert back to the old school style of the way we play the game. Just put your head down and stop me if you can.
Kevin Durant with the rock. Has a chance. Cleans it up. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ballgame.
Screen coming. And they call the foul. Felt the breeze there, Jay.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Hayward.
Stepping in for Golden State.
Irving.
Number 30.
To Hayward. Tatum. It's good. Coach wants to see more from his D.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the three.
The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. To Jaylen Brown. Irving. To Hayward. Over to the right side. Horford. To Irving. Shot clock winding down. Knocked loose. Warriors come away with it. Curry. He's looking for that touch.
It's so important to instill confidence in your best player. I know he missed the shot earlier, but that doesn't mean that you can't run the same exact play and let him prove he's a player he thinks he is, and we all know he is.
Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
It's blocked by Boogie.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. Lays it up and in. Jay, you've known Kyrie Irving since he was a young man growing up in New Jersey. He's overcome a lot of obstacles, chief among them staying healthy and on the floor.
Yeah, he's been battling injuries since his freshman year of college. But the beautiful thing about Kyrie Irving is that he always loves the big stage. Making the game-winning shot in Game 7, he will continue to do so when he surrounds himself with great, inspiring leaders with the likes of such Kobe Bryant.
To Marcus Morris. Horford can't connect. To Durant. Goes to the left side. Thompson buries it on the catch and shoot.
No fading on that shot. Strictly up and down.
Fundamentals 101. Celtics have it. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Beyond the arc for three. They need something to go down. It's no good. Thompson to Durant. Somehow finds a way to get it to go. Can't fault the D. Across the timeline, it's Rozier. His guys down big. Horford, short jumper off the mark. Thompson, off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one may be too tough. Oh, a whistle.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 2. Golden State Warriors are in the penalty.
Now a 3 at the buzzer. 3 quarters down, the Warriors enjoying some breathing room right now. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. Kevin Durant has it. To Curry. Going to launch beyond the arc. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Durant with the basketball up top. His guys holding the big lead. A pass taken away by the Celtics.
Maybe pace it right here. They got a big lead at home.
Takes advantage inside after the miss from the perimeter. Curry to bring it up. His guys hold a commanding lead. Curry. That one and a putback slam. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative. Because right now, the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is.
Me neither.
Yeah, you got to shoot those.
To Irving.
Double.
Great pass to set it up. Not that time. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
I said this on draft night that Jason Tatum was the most special player in the draft. Granted, I didn't know about Donovan Mitchell, but it's hard to believe that Philadelphia traded this pick away so the Celtics can have a future star.
Boston with the basketball. Irving. Aaron Baines powers it through.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Durant across the timeline. He'll run the offense. Cruises inside for 2.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Now the Celtics going to use a timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter. Oh, stolen by the Warriors. Have to be careful inbounding the basketball. But good anticipation by the defense.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Oops, he missed the first one. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. To Thompson. To Curry. To Durant. Easy path to the rim.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Into the front court, it's Irving. Down a bundle. Oh, they call him for the foul.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Hayward. Irving. Tatum. Cousins there for the rebound.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Thompson. Curry. To Durant. practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
This is where I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
To Curry. Trying to cash in, add 2 points to the board.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Ball's controlled by Boston. To Irving. Shot from the lane won't go.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Irving with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Horford. From the outside, no good. Yes, it drops. A little drama on that one.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
Cousins up to block the shot.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Celtics have it. Oh, they called the foul.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Kevin Durant, that's his first personal foul. Team foul.
Irving.
Golden State Warriors.
Hayward. Oh, he couldn't get it to go.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
It's the Warriors who get the victory as they win this one in very convincing.
The Warriors put on a show in a blowout. You ask me, and on behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again.
All right, here we go. To Jaylen Brown. To Irving. To Jaylen Brown. Irving to Hayward. Fires the three. He was all over him.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Shot clock winding down. Curry, his first effort, off the mark. Irving to Jaylen Brown. No good and no foul.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
To Jaylen Brown. Rejected by Durant. Going the other way.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Goes reverse to lay it in. They've got it now.
As a team, when you establish your dominance in the paint early, it's critical to your offense because it eventually opens up the perimeter down the stretch.
Kyrie across the timeline. Lead is 2. Nothing going here on that drive. That's usually one that he'll knock down. Curry with the basketball. Down just a couple. Curry missed it. He always has the green light. But the defense was ready.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Curry into the front court. Down 4. Rebound hauled in by the Celtics. Here's Irving into the front court. Leads 4. Turned away by Cousins.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
Thompson to bring it into the front court. Trailing by 4. Irving brings the ball up court. Has a look. Not today. Durant with the basketball up top. They trail by 2. Inside, he scores.
You see, Ed, skill levels at this game are at an all-time high. Inside-out threats are tough. You got to make it hard for him to actually catch the ball in those higher percentage areas.
Irving to Jaylen Brown. Nice pass to set things up.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Durant across the timeline. Down 2. Thompson. Oh, that's how it's done.
Klay Thompson equals a jump shooting metronome. Catch, plant, and shoot, and there's no wasted motion from the waist up, which leads to him being one of the most efficient players in the league. He's led the league for 3 seasons in a row in catch and shoot opportunities. You'll probably want to run him off the three-point line, force him to put the ball down the ground and make a play.
Play is stopped. Timeout Boston as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game. New blood coming in for both sides. Kyrie with the rock. Oh, he's denied.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Green. Durant. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Rozier with it. Down 3. And he finishes at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Durant with the basketball up top. Leads 1 and a throwdown.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2 guard. Scary.
Has a chance. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
And a whistle.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1. That's the first foul in the last 2 minutes.
Irving, unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Had a difficult first quarter. Couldn't really find his rhythm, but you got 3 more left to play.
Durant to Green. 4-3. That's off the side of the rim. No good. Rises for the slam.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
A fundamental shot right there. First quarter's complete. The Warriors with the lead. Time to turn the page after a close first quarter. Jay, what stood out?
And we're exceeding the speed limit. These guys are playing fast. And the thing I love about it the most, there's entertainment in this game. Guys are looking away after they shoot the ball. Guys are clapping. Guys are energetic. This is why you love this sport.
Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. And throws it down.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
To Green. Shot blocked by Morris.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Rozier into the front court. They're down 3. Fakes, drives to the rim, and scores.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Celtics have it. To Marcus Smart. Knocked loose. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. It'll stay Celtic basketball. To Rozier. Terrific vision. Trying to cash in. Oh, he was wide open. And it's not going to be pretty when they watch the video. Someone's getting chewed out.
Jaylen Brown really coming into his own. The 3rd overall pick a couple of years ago. He saw his points per game go up drastically. Plus, he is one of the few people in the East that has the versatility to guard LeBron James.
Great feed. Whoa, Jaylen Brown above the rim.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Livingston to Durant. To Shaun Livingston. Durant. To Thompson. Here's a chance from long range and splash. Klay Thompson, quick catch and shoot there for 3.
You know, someone I had the audacity to ask Klay Thompson how he feels about being the 3rd or 4th option, and I love his response. He said, I don't care. When you're as efficient as me, my paycheck warrants it. And I think about a game he had this past year. 88.4 seconds of possessions, 52 touches, 33 shots, 11 dribbles for 60 points just in 22 minutes proves the reason why Klay is Klay.
Durant. Smothering D.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
And draws the foul.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Off the mark on the first free throw. This is the second as well. Gets it in the left corner. Thompson buries it on the catch and shoot.
Just a little defensive breakdown right there, and an open Klay means 2 points every time.
Timeout Boston. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. And the defender over-pursues, and he's called for it.
A simple touch foul.
Defensive foul to number 0, Patrick McCall. That's his first personal foul. Team foul.
Sheer strength to slam it down. He ran right through the gauntlet.
See, these are the type of opportunities the defense doesn't take advantage of. When that guy went up for that dunk, he cradled the ball to gain momentum. As soon as he brings that ball back to you in the cradle, you have to have active hands, get in there, strip that ball away.
Off the assist.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Possession lies with Golden State. Oh, it goes down. Yes, it's better to be lucky than good.
I tell you, he's so special, Ed. He makes the game look easy.
A lot of hard work to make it look easy. And a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Team foul number 3. That's the first foul in the last 2 minutes.
To Rozier. Has a look. Missed that one. You want to see more, knowing the defender is still right there. For 3, advantage to the D. Won't go for McCall. Across the timeline, it's Rozier. He'll run the offense. Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Nope. First one does not go. Knocks down the second after missing the first.
Coming right back to you.
Warriors have the basketball. Won't go. He has to find better opportunities.
See, I don't like that shot right there. pass the ball, get the defense moving, maybe set a hard screen, roll to the rim, see the ball go in a couple of times before you settle for a mid-range jumper that's contested.
Brown scores him in close.
Well, you know what the old saying is, when you assume, you make a... You know what I'm talking about. You can't fault the D too much there. I was expecting to kick out 3.
Has a chance. Defender was right there. He has to know better.
I know this is going to sound crazy, but it's so hard to guard a bad shooter. Their form throws your pace off on how you defend it. Sometimes there's nothing you can do.
To McCaw. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Rozier, shot no good. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Deep left corner. From long range. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Boston with the basketball. He wants it at the rim and scores.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Corner 3 at the buzzer. That misses with a second to go. We've hit the break. It's the Celtics out in front. Let's get you to our NBA line.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Curry into the front court. The deficit is 6. Curry cleans it up and a putback slam. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
And look out.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
Here's Curry with it up top. Now down 6. That's off the side of the rim, short.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
Leadership's greatest values occur in between the lines and not necessarily in the box score. And that's the type of leader that Al Horford is. He's the first all-star free agent to choose Boston in decades. And let me tell you this. The legacy of greatness runs deep in the family. His father, Tito Horford, was the first Dominican basketball player to ever play in the league, which goes to show you why Al has such a great feel for the game.
And scores. Strong take.
He was so wide open. Pretty much looked like a deer staring into the headlights. Last resort, but still, points on the board.
The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. Trying to cash in, knocks it down from mid-range.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
To Thompson. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. You need to do more than that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Irving with another basket there.
What was once a tight space is no longer. There is absolutely no way the defender can recover after that move.
Thompson on the drive, but his shot rims out.
And you see so many players quit on the play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Curry to bring it up. His guys down 11. To Curry. Fires the 3, and Stephen Curry. We say it time and time again. Not much the defense could have done there.
Well, I like what you're doing right now. It looks like you're running some DHOs into PNRs. That's dribble handoffs into pick and rolls. You keep running that action, you're constantly going to keep the defense guessing.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in.
Number 36, Marcus Smart.
To Horford. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Missed that one. The defender was all over him.
Oh, I see how you're playing this chess match. That's what you keep doing defensively.
Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The results, he's going to the line.
Ed, the reality is that good jump shooters know how to get those calls. Overall, though, there's less flopping in the game, which is great. But there's something uncanny about certain players' abilities to get those calls on a regular basis.
And he makes them both. Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. To the rim, lays it up and in. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion, and it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance, and in their mind they do, but in Kyrie's mind, the game is over.
Not that time. He missed it. Iguodala to bring it up. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. Irving into the front court. Up by 6. Irving to Marcus Smart. Inside, he scores. Now the Warriors gonna call a timeout as the coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. It's Curry controlling the offense. Runners good there.
For a smaller player, you have to be more creative with your imagination when you finish with those shots around the rim. For the audience, that may look difficult, but for the player himself, that's what they practice every single day.
Yes, it drops. A little drama on that one.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
Into the front court, it's Irving. Up 6. Hayward to Irving. Oh, had him going there for a second, and they call it.
And you can't lunge like that.
That's his second personal foul.
Hayward.
Are now serving a penalty.
Irving. Just off the mark.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Ball's controlled by Boston. Irving. Irving no good with the shot there. Green. Rebound pulled in by Hayward. Deep 3 at the buzzer. Marcus Smart forcing that one. Well defended. That'll do it. Third quarter complete with the Celtics in front. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. Irving with the basketball. Leads 4. To Hayward. To Irving. To Hayward. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Hayward. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. Irving. Lets it fly from long range. Hayward nails the trifecta.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Curry with the basketball. The margin standing now at 7. Irving driving right to the basket. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
First try, no good. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Warriors have the basketball. Durant off the mark. With defense like that, little margin for error.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Jumper's good.
I said this on draft night, that Jason Tatum was the most special player in the draft. Granted, I didn't know about Donovan Mitchell, but it's hard to believe that Philadelphia traded this pick away so the Celtics can have a future star.
Slam dunk.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Durant across the timeline. The deficit now up to a dozen. You do it as well. Klay Thompson, hand in his face, strokes the three.
And the game flow in the second half is completely different than the first. That first half equals out of sight, out of mind. Way to recalibrate in the locker room and find your rhythm back on the court.
To Green. Stuffs it down with authority. Man, that was sweet.
It's all about that first step, and it's all about angles. Look at the way he got his shoulders through the angle of the defender. That first step was great, but those shoulders getting through, that was the difference.
It's a big finish. We get a whistle and a timeout by Golden State as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Kevin Durant lets it fly. Keep on trying. Shot's no good there.
Yeah, if I'm the teammate of that guy that just got scored on, I'm telling him on my way back down the floor, look, I appreciate you being there, but I need you to really be there. I need you to be more engaged and give more effort on the defensive end. That's the only way we're going to win this game.
It's Golden State basketball. Curry to Durant. Beyond the arc for three.
That'll be a winning formula in overtime every time. Answer a 2 on one end with a 3 on the other. Ed, tell me if I'm wrong, but I think a 3 is more than a 2, correct?
That is great math, my friend. Kyrie lets it go. Add 2 more points. The defense had him, but the good shooters find a way.
And when he gets going, he is automatic from that position on the floor.
And they'll take that any day of the week. Scores from the post.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious. But don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when you're there.
To Marcus Smart. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious. Everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Celtics have it. Gets it.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Curry, down low to Cousins. And counted at the rim.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
And they call the foul. Careful there, Jet.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Opposing coach is going to counter. Make some changes of his own. Irving to Horford. It's blocked by Boogie.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
No.
See, the defender did a really good job. He stayed down. He didn't go and bite for all the head fakes. He waited until the last second to contest that shot. Way to know the scouting report.
Irving brings the ball up court to Marcus Smart. And stuffs it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Count the bucket for 2.
Klay isn't usually a guy that goes to the bucket. He usually pulls up for threes, but that was a nice, easy lay-in right there.
Kyrie across the timeline. His team on top by 8. Thompson had made his first 3, but that shot off the mark.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
To to Thompson. Curry. Not that time. To Hayward. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. And Gordon Hayward knocks down a wide open look.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.